and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. Powell, he'll look to throw it. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Ashton Davis. And the Jets will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got two. Do I hear three? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Powell throwing on third down here. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Sauce Gardner puts it off. And the Jets are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll start on the ground. Hall taken down at the 42.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Ball again on 2nd down. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run with Hall. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
The quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell him everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here, because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet, so they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll go play action. Howell. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jetsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Hall again. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes that's the danger of putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Wilson. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on third down. Here's Wilson to throw. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. It could have been his second, but instead it's fourth down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
On fourth down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect that his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. But such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
Wilson on the keeper. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Jets post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number one, maybe they're not having this deficit, and number two, maybe they actually have the lead.
Now Hall to start the drive. He'll get this up to about the 44.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Hall again on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Commanders will take over, but backed up deep in their own territory.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Hal to throw on 2nd down. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's going to be out of bounds up past the 5. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing here, Howell. And that is incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10.
Okay, ready. Squeeze, get in there.
Give to Hall running right. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Play action. It's Wilson. Getting the football to Davis on an out route. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the 1st half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Wilson now off the bootleg. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. This is caught. Touchdown! Tyler Conklin, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Zerline good with a PAT, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Now they go play action with Howell. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this 3rd quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
564 weeks. This defense is asleep. Keep it moving there,
Here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
On third down, Wilson. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 53 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. On 1st down, right back to Hall. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Hall. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Here's Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
A give running right is Hall. Benjamin St. Juste there on the stop.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Hall again on 2nd down. And he's going to be stopped close to the 1st down marker at Washington's 12-yard line.
It's 23. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On 3rd and 1, Wilson.
This pass out wide to Hall.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his 1st catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
Straight ahead is Hall. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Ball again on 2nd down. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Look at this, a tight end carry. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's the sneak with Wilson, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Zach Wilson with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Jets are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it makes the score 21-0. Zerline out now to kick this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of as they trail big in this 4th quarter. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Powell. And he's going to go down again. Kane Johnson credited with that sack.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Washington on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. 3rd and long. Here's Howell. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything.
And now here's another interception. Sauce Gardner puts it on. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And down to the 36-yard line here.
82 yards rushing for him now here in week one. A very solid start to this new campaign.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Now it's Wilson. Flush to his right.
He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he is going to have the Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Hall want to give up the middle.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Hall again on second down. And boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again.
Third and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Wilson. He finds his man complete. That's Wilson.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Here's Hall again.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Jets are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 28-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
And the defense, they get to Hall. They'll go down here.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got him in, complete.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
First down, Hal to throw.
And my goodness, another interception. Jordan Whitehead. And the Jets are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have